Hi there, I'm Caleb with DIY Bonsai. Today we're going to talk about how to make some pots out of Hyper-Tufa. It's a pretty cool product that is made with Portland cement, Sphagnum Peat Moss, and Perlite. And when it's all done, it is a little bit lighter than concrete. So I've got all of my stuff laid out here today. We're in the garage because somehow the missus found out we were filming in the house. And we got kicked out here. Sorry the garage is so messy. It's usually much dirtier than this, but I cleaned up just for the video. As you can see, I've got my perlite, my peat moss, and then over there off camera is the Portland cement. I've got a number of different molds that we're going to use. So if I end up with extra, I'm going to try maybe these dollar store pots, this one or this one as a mold. I've got cooking spray from the dollar store. Imagine that. I've got these kind of trays also from the dollar store. This is a Tupperware kind of a thing from the dollar store. I might try to make a pot out of. But this right here is just sort of a flat surface that's got some plastic on it. I'm going to try and make a larger flat planter for some group plantings, some forest style plantings. So this will be kind of a 2-inch by maybe 2 or 3 foot wide and maybe a foot deep planter here. So for this stuff, I've got some rebar just because I had some. I used some of the aluminum wire to make some offsets so that it's up off the tabletop a little bit. And then I've got 3/4 inch PVC that I've taped up with some packing tape to make it easier to get out of the holes once we get those put in. And so I'm going to freehand form this first, and then I will use the molds if I end up with extra made up. Okay, so I've added my Portland cement and my peat moss. I've got my, you can't see it, but I've got a dust mask on because this stuff is nasty. You don't want that in your lungs. I'm just going through the peat moss, making sure there aren't any large clumps that won't mix in well. And then I'm going to add my perlite in here in just a moment. Got my extra fancy measuring tool here. Now I'm mixing my dry ingredients together by hand. These are not very dry. I'm going to slowly add some water. This already has some water to it, so I'm going to just mix in water as appropriate. A little too crumbly. A little bit more water. All right, so that took more material than I thought it was going to. I ended up having to go back 3 times and remix the same amount. It's kind of one of those situations where you live and learn. I did learn some things. Next is covering it with plastic and allowing it to cure slowly. I want it to cure over 36, 48 hours, something like that. And then once that's done, I'm going to take it outside and get it wet. Rain probably will do just fine, but I'll probably be watering it over the course of the next few weeks. Ideally, at least 3 weeks, letting that lime that's in the Portland cement leach away from the pot. That way, it's not hazardous to the plants that we can use. And then it will be ready, hopefully in the springtime, for us to do a group planting demonstration. So I'm going to cover this up, clean up some things, and I'll probably include some shots in the next couple days. I might work this a little bit with a magnesium float. Might not. We'll see what time I end up having. Anyway, just wanted to say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.